Good morning from the west coast of Florida over here in Marco Island. We are here with our friend Captain Tanner of Real Deal Fishing Charters, and we are about to pick up some pinfish traps so we can have bait for the day. And then how far are we heading out after that, Tanner?
We're gonna run about 55 miles southwest of Marco Island so we can go catch some red grouper, mangrove snapper, yellowtail, and hopefully African pompano.
So you guys have seen us fish with Tanner a lot in the past. He always puts us on the fish, so I'm excited for a beautiful day on the water. He also already caught a bunch of pilchards yesterday, so we're gonna have pilchards as well as some pinfish.
I'm gonna dump these out and get these lanes back in the water.
What kind of crab is this?
I think I know where they are actually.
It's a cute crab, whatever it is.
It's a cute crab.
Goodbye, little one. So this is a little lane snapper, which obviously would be illegal to keep because it's too small. So see ya. You boys ready?
I'm ready, brother. Ready to get it.
Well, we got our bait. We're ready to head offshore. So I will see you guys at our spot. All right, guys. We are here. We're about 55 miles out on the first spot of the day. We're anchored up in 96 feet of water. Grab one of these nice pilchards here, and I'm gonna just hook them. Just like that. And then we just got a little 6-ounce weight. This should not take a very long time. You can see that there is a ton of fish down there. So let's see what the first fish of the day for me will be. Got him. Wow. This feels like a nice fish. Maybe a mangrove snapper? That did not take long whatsoever. It's gonna be a mangrove.
Decent one.
Ooh, he's nice.
Fish are going in the right direction. They're getting bigger.
Bigger than Victor's first one of the day. Look at Vic, he's a nice chunky one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's what we want.
There is my first fish of the day, a beautiful mangrove snapper. We will be catching a lot of these today, and maybe some yellowtail snapper, some grouper, but mangrove snapper are one of my favorite eat-in fish, probably besides a mutton snapper, but mangrove snappers are absolutely delicious. They got these gorgeous colors, and they got some crazy teeth. If he would open up his mouth, we could see him, but, oh, there he goes. You definitely don't want to get your fingers in there because they got some chompers on them.
Leave it to Brook to outfish me from the very get-go.
All right, another one going down. There we go. Takes no time at all. The fishery here is absolutely incredible. The second we got to the spot, immediately catching fish. Don't even have chum in the water. It's just crazy. And it's always funny because if we don't have a fish in the boat within like 5 seconds, Tanner's like, oh, I think we gotta move. Oh, that's so cute. They can't be all dinner meals. Sometimes you catch little red groupers like this. Little guy who needs a long way to go before we can bring him home.
Look, he's on.
Ooh, baby. Oh, no. I lost it. Ugh. That was a nice one, too. He grabbed it and hook double backed. I'm going back down. Got another one on. This one's gonna be a mangrove. Mangrove. Don't let Tanner see this one. He's really gonna want to move spots. Going to the box.
I got a bit off. It's always on the camera.
Check that out. Beautiful mangrove snappers.
All right, so we caught 5 or 6 mangroves here. They're kind of dying off. So we're gonna actually pick the anchor up. We're gonna go to another spot I have marked out. Every day's different. You know, these fish have tails. They can get up and swim. There's no fences out here. So one day this spot might be awesome. The next day it might be okay, but it's not the same. These fish get up and move. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for where these fish are piled up on right now.
We just made a little bit of a move, just a couple miles. Tanner didn't like how the fish were biting there, so we're gonna give this spot a try. But basically today we're gonna be doing a lot of moving around to a lot of different spots. So that's my first bait down at the new spot. Let's see what happens.
He was down on the bottom, the snapper. Check.
Ooh, I got a good one. I got a good one.
Yeah, you do, babe.
Yeah, baby. Sometimes a little patience pays off. Ooh! It's gonna be a good mangrove. Come on, baby. Be a big mangrove. Nice mangrove.
Very nice.
Woohoo! Look at that thing. He's not as big as Victor's, but he is nothing to be sad about. My biggest mangrove, woo! My biggest mangrove snapper of the day. Wait till you see the one that Victor caught when I put this in the cooler next to it. But this is a gorgeous mangrove snapper. Catching these fish makes me so happy. They're so fun to catch.
100% of mangrove the way he's kicking.
Holy yeah! Dang, that's a nice one. There we go, guys. Check it out. All three of us hooked up at one time. Beautiful mangrove snappers. Head into the box. I thought yours was gonna be like so much bigger than mine, Vic, but I mean it's bigger, but not by too much. A couple inches, I'd say. This is one of the best snapper spots in the world. All right, going down. There ain't nothing worse in this world than a Dr. Pepper.
We just got on a new spot and they're biting really good. So what I want to try to do is drop some chum in there. And the way the current's kind of slowing down, so with the way the boat's sitting, the spot's actually over there. So the tide's kind of coming in. So with the chum, we're sitting on away from it, so it should fall right to the snapper. And as that chum goes down, these snappers should come up.
Come on, commit. Oh yeah, baby. He's there. Oh yeah, baby.
Nice.
Got a good one. Woo-hoo.
Doubled up.
You got one too, Vic? Ooh, I got a good one. Man, these guys fight good, huh?
Especially the first 10.
Incredible. Oh, I can't beat it.
He chomped that one.
Woohoo! Big boy. Is that a keeper, Vic?
Oh, well, I'm off.
He's 20. Do we keep it, Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
All right. First keeper grouper of the trip. These guys got to be 20 inches overall. He was right around the 21-inch mark.
My mangrove is bigger than Vic's grouper.
Yeah.
I always love the inside of these red groupers' mouths.
They're pretty.
Show that on camera.
Look at how red it is in there.
It's orange. It's gorgeous.
Also, they're light. They almost look like they're snowing. They got all those little white spots. They're gorgeous fish.
Some delicious eats we got already, huh? Exciting. Alright guys, well we were moving to a new spot to try to do some yellowtailing, and Tanner's always looking to see if he can mark new bottom spots as he's running. And he spotted this spot that looked amazing, and Victor just caught a giant red grouper, and so we decided to anchor up here because he caught like 3 grouper back to back, only one was a keeper. So now we're anchored up and dropping down to see if we can catch anybody else. Go, Vicky, go!
He let go of it.
Got a girl.
There we go. Victor just caught a grouper, Grant got a mangrove, and I'm on with maybe a mangrove as well. We'll see. The new spot is producing. What on earth? Oh. Well, a little grouper.
Little ones gotta eat too, right? Not all our fish that we catch are giants. We do catch small ones too. So don't think you're gonna come out here and catch just jumbos. We do catch little ones too. They're allowed to make the television.
This one I'm gonna say is a mangrove. Groupers don't typically fight all the way up to the surface. They kind of, you know, stop fighting after you get them off the bottom and become more like dead weight, where a snapper typically will fight the majority of the way up. Elaine. Well, there's a new species for us. Well, that is a lane snapper. So I believe these only have to be, what, 8 inches to keep? So that is a keeper lane snapper. They are a gorgeous looking fish, aren't they? Beautiful colors on these guys. Well, that is another fish for the dinner table. Should I keep them?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
No?
No. We got too much big fish.
Victor says not to keep them, that we have too much fish already, so we're letting him go. See ya. Bye. Sometimes you gotta let one go to get good karma, so then you can catch the big grouper. All right, guys, we're about to pull up anchor and move spots, and in the meantime, it is the perfect opportunity to replenish our electrolytes, and that is where today's video sponsor comes in, which is Element. Element is an electrolyte drink mix with everything you need and nothing that you don't. Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency without all the added junk. That means no sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, and no fillers like you might find in other sports drinks. Not only have I implemented Element into my life for the last 2 years and have absolutely loved it, but so has my whole family. So whether I'm out on the boat all day fishing, diving, surfing, or just doing yard work, I can always count on Element to help me feel my best. They come in these extremely convenient packs, so you can bring them with you everywhere you go. You can always guarantee I have a bag like this every time I'm on the boat to share with everybody. And it's got one. What flavor did you pick?
Watermelon.
Tanner?
I have orange.
Vic?
Classic lime. I'll tell you what. If you guys have never tried these things, game changer. You spend a lot of time in the sun, you get dehydrated, you drink one of these, you feel like $1 million.
It's actually really good.
So if you guys are interested in trying out Element, right now they're offering you a free sample pack with any purchase. This is a perfect way to try all 8 of their delicious flavors. If you guys are interested, you can go to drinkelement.com/BrookCrist, or I will have a link in the video description. Now let's get back to fishing. Look at that, Denicio.
Let's head out to Mark.
You see that? That's a Jack Crevalle right there. That's a red grouper, and that's a mangrove snapper.
Brought to you by Garmin.
All right, so we just went a little deeper. We're in 120 feet of water. We're looking for some yellowtail come up from the bottom, and we're looking for some African pompano.
What are you using now, Tanner?
You can use that.
A head?
Yeah, you're feeling it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me the head
That's it. That's all you need.
of all the juicy pieces.
Stays on the best.
You think so?
Yeah, right through there.
Okay then.
That's got yellowtail all over it.
So we are yellowtailing now. I got a 1/2 ounce jig head with a head of a pilchard. Let's see what happens. Just gonna let this drift back in the current.
What you got, Brooke?
I don't know. Seems like dead weight, like it might be. Oh, no. It's now fighting more. We are. That was so weird. That felt like I got cut off. Like my fish got ate on the way up. That was the first time that's happened all day. I said it felt like dead weight, and then all of a sudden it felt like something was eating it. Could have been a barracuda though. We're not gonna say the S word yet. Crushed.
Yellowtail.
Hey.
Wow.
So there are yellowtails.
They
back
are
there.
yellowtail here. He was close to the bottom though. See, they're not in the chum yet. This is about an average size. We get them up to 25, 26 inches on some spots whenever they're thick, usually in the winter time. But this is probably about an average size. This is probably the smallest one I would want to keep out here.
It's funny you say that's like the smallest you'd keep back on our coast. That's a nice size yellowtail. If you're catching 12, 13 inches all night long, you're having a good night.
Ooh.
Wow.
There you go. Either a pompano or a jack. He took a good run to the bottom, so. Acting like a jack, but it's hard to tell sometimes. Usually the pompano will run away from the boat like an angle. This one's staying straight down. It's looking like one. Nice and silver on the bottom.
Definitely looking like it. Huh? Nice.
So this fish, typically we catch them on the bottom, but sometimes they will come up in the chum, and we'll catch them halfway through the water column. There's one pompano.
Woo-hoo! New species.
So that's about an average size pompano. One a little bit bigger. He might keep, but he's gonna be close. They gotta be 24 inches to the fork. This guy, he's 25. He's just over 24, 25 right here. When you measure to the fork, you're measuring to this right here. Because overall length, he's 28 inches. But that's not what you're measuring these fish on. You're measuring to the fork, and he's about 25. He's 24 and a half at least. He's definitely a keeper.
All right, guys, so we are yellowtailing now. I got a 1/2 ounce jig head, and we got some chunks of pilchards here. Just gonna hook this and toss it out there. So we got some chum in the water, which Tanner keeps shaking the chum bag to get some more chum out, and all I'm doing is just letting my line out constantly into the current. I'm not having any tension, just letting that line flow so it looks natural, just floating in the current. And then when you have a fish on, that line is gonna rip off your spool, so you'll know when you got that fish on.
Very unique looking, and they actually are pretty worldwide. Oh, Brook's got one on
Excuse me,
too.
coming through.
Uh-oh. There's another one.
Woo, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Well, I'm going to guess that this is also an African pompano because Victor just caught one. But just letting that jig head go back in the current. This is a little bit of a small setup for a fish like this, but I think we can get it done. He's kind of going towards the front of the boat, which I don't really like, but I think we'll be okay. Come on this way. We have been catching a lot of species today. Mangrove snappers, yellowtails, lane snappers, some porgies, red grouper, African pompano. We're knocking all the species off today. It's coming in easy now after that initial run.
Brook's on too. No better feeling. Out here with the boys, wife is hooked up. It's a good day to be alive, man. What else could you ask for?
The weather turned out to be beautiful today too, huh?
Yeah. The wind kind of died on us.
Yeah, it's not too bad out here.
We're gonna grab yours, Brook, because we already have two.
Okay.
I'll do it. I'll grab the fish and I'll go to the... Or you grab the fish.
So plan came through. We just got another African pompano on.
What a fun way to catch them though, huh?
Absolutely. There he is.
Woohoo! Beauty! Look at that thing.
Nice.
There we go, guys. Beautiful African pompano here. Just flat lining a jig head. Absolutely gorgeous. You can only keep 2 of these per person, and this is the 3rd one of the day. So we're gonna release this guy. They're a little bit of fragile fish, so we want to get them quickly back in the water. Am I gonna be able to reach?
You should be able to. You're gonna have to get on the stomach probably. Just right out of the way.
All right, well, this fish fought hard, so we're gonna let him hang out for a little bit here until it's ready to kick out of my hands. All right, we're gonna let him go. That one would have been legal. They need to be 24 inches to the fork, but like I said, we already have 2 on the boat, so that one went back home. That was so cool. That was a little bit aggressive, huh? Those dolphin came in hot. Did a little tail flap on the water. They were like, give me some fish for dinner. Trying the Lucky Vic jig. What side of the boat?
Don't matter.
Don't matter.
Oh, there she goes. Oh, good one, Brookie. Man, those grouper love that jig.
Crap.
Drop it back, drop it back. They usually eat it again. He's fired up now.
Oh,
there you
he's
go.
right there.
I'm gonna get out of the way. Oh, drop it back.
There he is again. I don't even have to jig it. Come on, you little loser. Stay glued. Man, this no live bait needed jig that Victor's been using all day. I finally got a chance to use it, and this thing produces. Holy moly. We are on our way in, and Tanner said we're gonna hit one spot that's on the way in. And here we are, doing a drift over it. First drop. It's my biggest of the day. We'll see how big it is.
It's a keeper.
Yeah, he's a keeper, right?
He's
Oh,
a
yeah.
keeper for sure.
Heck yeah. Look at that, baby. So this is my first keeper red grouper of the day. Let's put them on the tape. So they have to be 20 inches. Oh yeah, baby, all day. Almost 24. Heck yeah, look at that jig.
How many times you
They have some of the tightest, the strongest. They have some of the strongest gills. If you put your hands in there, you never put your hands in a fish's gill. You put it on the outside of the gill plate. But grouper have these crazy jaws where a lot of times if you don't get them off the bottom fast enough, they'll rock you up because they flare out their gill plates and they'll just like get stuck in a rock and you can't get them out. But if you get your finger in the wrong place, they'll tighten their jaw and it hurts your hands. Especially a red grouper for some reason, they really get you. Well, talk about a successful day, that's all I gotta say. Tanner put us on every single species that he said we'd catch today. Red grouper, mangrove snapper, yellowtails, African pompano. We have a cooler full of fish. Absolutely beautiful day out here on the water. Ton of fun. If you guys are interested in fishing with Captain Tanner, I'll have all of his information linked down below. We'll have Tanner come over and explain all his seasons for you guys.
Our bread and butter is snapper and grouper. So red grouper, mangrove, yellowtail, and then we also get a lot of African pompanos year round, and then we get cobia in certain times. Then we start getting permit, things like that. And in summertime we do red snapper trips as well. So.
And this is usually a typical day for you as well.
It is a typical day. It's mangrove, especially the snapper and the grouper. Mangroves and the red grouper is pretty much our bread and butter out here.
And you guys can check him out on Instagram as well. It's Captain Tanner.
It's Captain Tanner Ison.
I'll put it on the screen and you guys can see how he catches this kind of stuff all the time. Heck yeah, thank you so much for an awesome day of fishing. What a great way to end the day. Alright guys, so we are back home and it is time to fillet up our fish. I'm going to fillet up this red grouper for you guys using this Dexter Outdoors 7-inch flexible fillet knife. And I was thinking about it before we came over here to start filleting these fish that I think it has been, dare I say, months since I filleted a fish. So let's see how I do here. And I also don't think I've filleted a grouper in a long time, but you know, everything's kind of the same way. Crap. I was going to choose to fillet a mangrove, but I feel like you gotta have the opportunity to show you guys a fish I don't normally fillet, which would be this grouper. And believe it or not, of all the grouper species, I think people like red grouper the least. But wait till you see this beautiful meat. I probably should have not gonna lie, I probably shouldn't have gone like this to start that fish, but that was pretty good. Let's flip them over and do the other side. There we go. That's looking better. It's just like riding a bike. I haven't actually decided what I want to cook for dinner yet. When you have so many different species to cook, it's kind of hard to determine what you want when you have so many great options. But I'm actually thinking that I'm going to go with the African pompano and cook it for Mother's Day. But look at this beautiful meat. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous white fillets on a red grouper. And then using the same knife, I'm also going to skin this. And as always, if you guys are interested in trying out any Dexter Outdoors knives, you can save 20% with my code Brook20. And I will have a link in the video description to that. Cut out their pin bones. And there you go. You have a beautiful grouper fillet ready for the kitchen. So I will see you guys on Sunday to cook up a delicious Mother's Day dinner. So see you there. Alright guys, welcome back to the kitchen. It is Mother's Day today, so I just want to give a big happy Mother's Day to all of you. So cheers. And it is time to get cooking. So I have African pompano here, and there's actually 2 pieces of grouper snuck in there because I thought maybe I needed a couple more pieces for dinner tonight. But what I already have done is salt and peppered our fish fillets, and I just have them in these glass baking dishes. And we're going to be trying a new recipe tonight, and we're going to be baking our fish. So what we're going to start with first is we're going to do some Dijon mustard. About that much. And then we're going to take some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to aim for like a little over a half because I know I already have that mustard in there. And I wanted to mix these things together first. That's why I put the mustard in there, because I thought it would be harder to mix it all together later on. Nice and thick. Over here I have some scallion chopped up into small little pieces, the zest of 1 lemon, and then 1 whole garlic head minced. And then we have a stick of butter, so 8 tablespoons of butter, just melted. It has separated. We're gonna just give that baby a little stir. But like I said, we're adding this all together. We're gonna add in our cream and Dijon mustard mixture. Mix that all together. It may not look the prettiest, but I think it's gonna taste delicious. It's time to put it on top of our fish. Just give everybody a nice little glob, and then we'll go back around and spread it out. Just gotta make sure that everybody gets some love. And just go back around, spread it out. Of course, as it bakes, this is gonna melt down. Look at our beautiful flowy dresses. I want to give a big happy Mother's Day to my mom as well. Today we had a beautiful day on the boat with the whole family. It was actually the Fort Lauderdale air show. So we got to go out on the boat and enjoy the air show today for Mother's Day. Okay, so before we put the fish in the oven, the last thing we're going to do is just hit them with a little bit of paprika. We got the oven at 400 degrees. And we're going in with our fish. I'm guessing it's gonna take about 20 minutes, but I will keep you guys posted on that. I can't really see him, but you can see me, my reflection. So I thought it was only gonna take 20 minutes. I think it's gonna take more like 30, but I did make some garlic bread as well with some French bread, and I'm gonna put that in the oven now, because we have about 10 minutes left. And we'll give you a little peek of how our fish is looking. Oh yeah, baby. We're taking our beautiful African pompano out of the oven. It's been in there for about 30 minutes. How gorgeous does that look? Other tray. Don't make fun of me, but I didn't make my own pasta sauce. I was worried that I may or may not have enough juice from the fish, so I did use some creamy basil Alfredo, but this is like my favorite pasta sauce ever. So don't make fun of me. I could have made my own, I know, but this stuff is delectable. Give ourselves a nice healthy scoop of linguine. This tray has all African pompano. Beautiful piece of African pompano in there. And I know that that's grouper, and I believe that this is grouper right here. I'm like 99.9% sure. So we'll give 2 pieces of that. We'll get some of this beautiful juice that's in there. And to finish it off, just a little touch of parsley. All right guys, so the first plate goes to my mom. This is African pompano, and this is, I'm 99.9% sure, is a piece of grouper. So you got both to try.
Beautiful. Thank you, Brook.
You're welcome. This plate is for my dad, so you guys already know we're giving him a nice pile of pasta. So we'll give you one of each as well. So you got grouper, and then this is the African pompano.
Nice.
And then we'll get some juice in there as well.
Beauteous.
Everything was super good, and it's so nice to get everyone together to celebrate my mom today on Mother's Day. So perfect day, perfect meal, 2 thumbs up.
Thank you. Jed?
That was delicious. The food was great. We had a great time out there today with everybody, and well done, Brooke. Good job.
Thank you.
A little bit different energy today. Usually we're out chasing the fish, trying to catch dinner, and today we just went out on the ocean to enjoy the boat and the ocean and each other, and still came back and had an amazing fish dinner. So very nice day. Thanks, Brooke.
Thank you. Mom?
I'm so happy I had my 3 babies with me today, and Brian, of course, and Brooke. Thank you for driving us out there and making us this delicious dinner. It was awesome. I'm so happy to have everyone here with me. It's a beautiful day. The dinner was awesome, really. Thank you so much. Love you.
This recipe was easy and really good, so make sure you guys give it a try. Want to give a big thank you again to Tanner for taking us fishing. If you guys are interested in going on a charter with him, make sure you check the link in the video description, as well as Element. If you guys want to give Element a try, go to drinkelement.com/BrookCrist, or there will also be a link in the video description. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.